What's up, guys? This is a trade recap of July 24th, 2026. Let's get into it. So, this is the trade that I was in. I entered right here. I'll get into the trade recap right now. When we were in drawdown, we were like down like 190 something right here. The trade just closed out of nowhere. It just closed and it said error something. Here, I could show you. Look, if I try to enter a trade, look. Watch. If I do this, set a limit order, look, sell, and it gives me this stuff at the bottom. Liquidation only due to low net liquidating value. And I don't know what that means at all. So it didn't let me enter. Or I was in the trade and just closed it. And then it proceeds to run to my 1 to 2 that I was targeting. But oh my gosh, it's just so frustrating because this was a sexy trade. This was very nice. Probably some of the best price action we've seen in all of July. But, you know, it happens. So let's get into it though. Okay. Let me get rid of this indicator. Alright, so daily time frame, right? The daily time frame, what did we do? Well, we are not at all-time highs, not even close. We are almost 2,000 points away. Kind of been stuck in this range for a while, hitting that daily fair value gap, then we're getting that distribution from there. We hit equilibrium of this range right here from swing high to swing low, and we hit the daily gap. That's what sent us down to come out, take this low. So around when market open was, I wanted to see this low come and get taken out, and we were around this area right here. So this is the obvious DOL for today. That I think it might have been a weekly open. I think that, or no, it was the weekly low. I think, yeah, it was the weekly low. If I go to the 4 hour, we were right here when market opened. So we have this obvious draw on liquidity being that daily low there. We have this market maker sell model, which is completed whenever we take out the low, right? That's like what happens. And we have this obvious 4 hour right here. So originally, I kind of wanted to see market open, manipulate into this 4 hour to take a short down to this daily low or the weekly low, whatever it was, right? Or, so I wanted shorts. Or we could open, manipulate into this 30-minute fair value gap, and then take shorts down like a Judas swing. So that's exactly what happened. Well, market opens and we manipulate lower actually. We manipulate lower here and we hit some type of 5-minute fair value gap, I think. Here, yeah, we hit some 5-minute fair value gaps here. And actually I kind of wanted to take this long, but I didn't end up doing it just because I really wanted shorts. So this was the long that a lot of people took as well. They took it up to that 30-minute and smack TP for a 1-to-1 just like that. 1-minute inversion, 5-minute fair value gap, strong draw on liquidity, Judas swing. That's kind of just really textbook long. Kind of a mechanical trade. So yeah, that was the first opportunity. I didn't take it just because I wanted to inverse this gap as well, and then take a long like here, and then just go break even at 30-minute and see if we can get lucky and run through it. Try to run all this low resistance, but that didn't happen, right? So that long plays out and we manipulate that 30-minute. Now, we are now about 200 points away from that 4 hour. Did I really think we were gonna get there? Maybe, but New York game has been pretty slow. As you can see here, it kind of chopped around. But we will see what happens. It just depends on the reaction, right? That's the kind of the nature of fair value gaps. You could either run through them or respect them. So at the time, if you look at this wick, whenever I was entering the trade, you want to see rejection wick so you can expect distribution from a higher time frame fair value gap, right? So that's exactly what happened. As soon as we hit this fair value gap, we instantly got a higher time frame wick from this IFVG, 1-minute IFVG with this displacing candle. Now, why did I put my limits below the open of the candle? I think I got filled around right here. Why didn't I just put it right here? Well, because we also got a CISD, correct? So whenever you get these IFVGs plus CISDs, normally you will see a retest of the CISD zone. So I didn't put it exactly at the CISD level. I put it just above it, just because I didn't want it to like run without me. I just wanted to get a little bit extra profit, knowing it was going to come up to the CISD level. So I know a lot of people put it at the CISD. Well, I know Blake, I think, put his limit orders at that CISD, and he pretty much top ticked this all the way down to this daily low, or for like a 1-to-1 or something like that. However, I didn't do that. I wanted to make sure I got filled because I knew this trade was going to play out. Obvious break-even point being this 931 low, because it's a somewhat protected low inside of the 5 minutes for value gaps down here, right? That was the low that mitigated the 5 minutes, so it could be a point of rejection. So as soon as we crossed it with this candlestick, I was break-even. Obvious draw, right, being that daily or weekly low. And I kind of extended my take profit a little bit more. I wanted a 1-to-2 just because I wanted a little bit of a higher RR. And yeah, that was the trade. Really textbook. 30-minute manipulation, 1-minute IFEG plus CIST, 5-minute intermediate low, break-even point, and daily low to target, right? I know some people are still holding it because they wanted to see. Some people are still holding this like that, and this is just a retracement right now because we are getting, it's inside of a 5-minute right here, so we should expect distribution from that 5-minute, because now this 5-minute is now sponsored by this 30-minute up here. But I'm not gonna get too much into that because I can't even enter a trade, right? So it kind of sucks. But yeah, that was the trade recap today. Beautiful trade. I'm very disappointed in trade debate right now because that is horrible. But yeah, really textbook trade. So yeah, peace.